Tonight, Charleston County Council voted on a $3 million deal that could permanently protect over 700 acres on James Island, their history, wildlife, and green space at Dill Sanctuary. Live 5's Victoria Blair joins us now live this evening from that council meeting. And Victoria, what did the council ultimately decide?
Justin, it came down to the wire, but in a 5-4 vote, County Council voted to permanently protect Dill Sanctuary.
Protected, hallelujah.
This scenic 724-acre property sits along the Stono River on James Island, a place where nature, history, and community have coexisted for centuries.
It's an absolute low country gem. The museum acquired it back in 1985 from the last surviving Dill sister, and we've been preserving it as a wildlife refuge ever since then. The property has been, formed since the probably 1690s, and there's Native American presence that goes back 8,000 years. From
time forgot to today, the land here holds rich low-country roots.
The Dill Sanctuary has it all. It has historical battlefield sites, remnants of fortifications, one of the largest wood stork rookeries in the entire state. So it's a great example of all the different types of landscapes that the Greenbelt program can help protect for future generations.
But future protection isn't free. The conservation easement is valued at over $20 million. Charleston County is contributing $3 million in Greenbelt funds, with the museum donating more than $15 million in easement value and state and federal grants covering the rest.
It's a great example of what conservation can achieve in terms of protecting a really, really rich, high-value property for a really fragment of the price.
As Charleston County continues to grow, the Greenbelt program is designed to help balance growth with intentional preservation.
The Greenbelt program helps keep Charleston. Folks are moving here in droves, and one of the reasons for that is the natural landscape and all of those amenities that we offer. The Greenbelt helps keep the low country like that.
And for some James Island residents, this protection is about their family and identity.
My great-great-grandfather is buried there, Isaac Goss. He was a runaway slave from Duluth, North Carolina. He worked on a turpentine farm there.
Barbara grew up working on this land, connected to her ancestors, and now that legacy can be preserved and shared with future generations.
This is us permanently saying that this property is going to remain undeveloped. This property is going to remain a place that's a sanctuary for wildlife, that preserves cultural and historical resources, and then allows the public to come and see those and experience those in a really meaningful and a really, intentional way, which is really exciting.
The Charleston Museum hopes to use this funding to expand programming and resources to continue to share both the natural and cultural history of the Low Country. In North Charleston, Victoria Blair, Live 5 News.